Hey folks, do you have a parasitic draw in your Jeep XJ? And does your XJ's battery die after a day or so of sitting? Well, first of all, pull your IOD fuse. Ain't going to matter. You can pull your IOD fuse, it'll matter for the time it's out, but then you'll have no speedometer, no gas, no temperature, no oil pressure, nothing. You won't have any radio, you won't have interior lights. So make sure you keep that IOD fuse in. And 90% of the time, the problem is your door locks. Now, this Jeep is a parts Jeep, but my wife's Jeep is constantly grounding out, and I can't do this to the door lock, period. I couldn't move it back and forth if I tried. So the only way it works is by the door locks. Weird enough. Anyway, so I know that the issue is somewhere in this area of my wife's Jeep with the wires. But anyway, right here are your plugs. You can leave your IOD fuse in and just unplug these little guys. Right, one there and one there. Leave your key on. One does your windows, one does your locks. Being that this one here only has 2 wires coming in, well 3, and this one here has like 3 little wires. I'm gonna assume that this is probably the power windows. But this one here I actually unplugged in my wife's Jeep, and I think that's the one. And it does all your power locks. You want to make sure you have use of your windows, just not your locks. And once you unplug this one here and that one there, and then on this side, follow your things on, leave your key in, disconnect one, make sure your window works and not you don't even have to take the door panel off. All you have to do is take the little cover off there, pop it off, disconnect the plug. I have a video on there how to disconnect those plugs. Once you disconnect the plug, with the key on, you'll be able to figure out if your windows work or if your locks work. Same thing on this side. And that's what I'd recommend doing, because I can't remember which one I actually removed, but this one here or this one here I removed on my wife's Jeep. I know this one is. And that stopped the whole entire parasitic draw, and we don't have to worry about the battery dying again. The vehicle starts right up. 2 days being parked like this weekend, it started right up just fine and not being started. So with that being said, make sure you guys check it, because 90% of the time I have a feeling it's going to be that IOD fuse that you're going to have to pop out until you can figure out what the issue is. But like I said, you'll have no instrument cluster or anything like that, so it's really kind of bad, especially when you don't know how much gas you have, or if your vehicle's overheating or oil pressure drops, or you kind of want those gauges in. So I left the IOD fuse in, and then I just disconnected those plugs. So I hope this video helps you guys. Once again, that little thing with the tail lights, we ran into that issue too, and that's how I found out that that actually is the issue with your tail lights, or those 2 bottom plugs on there on the passenger side. Anyway, peace out, guys.